So you'd be dealing with people.
Ma'am, I'm still cool as a cucumber. Those game faces on. Don't worry!
Namaste program. So welcome to day 700. I think it's day 3 actually of Citizen Sleeper. Day 3? Day 3? Let's find out. Let's find out for shizzle. The absolute shizzle. Where would I be able to figure that out? Yeah, I've done 3. So this is 4. Day 4. Day 4. Okay, interesting. Anyway, that's just interesting in a purely academic sense. What isn't interesting, or what is more interesting, hang on. Refuge continues the story that started in Flux. This is the second update. Go to the Greenway to begin Flux. Refuge will follow directly after the cordon. Right. Well, it told me I had to wait till end game, or what? I don't know. I don't fucking know. What do I know? I know nothing. Hold on, I want to try something with my mic. I will be muted for a bit. Alright, yeah, well, it needs to stay where it is. It's not bad. I don't know why I'm trying to change it. It seems fine. It seems fine. I feel like I could get it closer, but it would just cause various issues. Harvest the mushrooms! I think actually we're sleeping rather than harvesting the mushrooms, aren't we? Yeah, because I don't have any coins. And it doesn't save when you sleep, which is weird. Which is weird if you ask me. Cool. We're good. Like, why wouldn't it save right there? That would be a perfect time to save. But alas, it does not. Harvest the mushrooms. Let's harvest the mushrooms. Oh, hang on. Let me try and fix my positioning here. It seems that it wants me to be in a weird spot. There we go. Let me do that. That doesn't hurt. That doesn't hurt. I don't care if that's there briefly. Shout out to Icy Face or whatever it's called. Harvest mushrooms. What am I trying to get out of this? Harvest the mushrooms. I already harvested mushrooms. Oh, we're waiting on him to finish that. What is this quest anyway? Fact if I know. Jesus. H. Christ, brah. What's our lowest? 3. Now, let's go 4. Might as well. Harvest the mushrooms. Now we're done. We can't do any more. That's it. That's the drive. Spore catcher. Put those sample collecting skills to good use. Excellent. Alright, well, I said I would do all of these to +1 before we did anything else, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a man of my word. This is that extra DLC. I'm pretty sure we're waiting on Memphis. Or Emphas. I don't know why I called him Memphis when that's not his name. Yeah, we've only done 1 cycle and it needs to be 3 cycles. Alright, can we help Lem then? Watch Mina while Lem works. Will do. Will do, son. Where was that? Really? That's it there. Why isn't it... Why is it not a yellow? It's safe as well. Do I want to save a 5-star for something? What would I save the 5-star for? No, I don't want negative. We don't want no negatives. Alright, let's go. Ah, it gives energy at positive too. That's another bonus. Alright, do it again. Perk, Thrill Seeker, even more energy. Nice. And we do it again. At the end of the day, Mina curls up in your lap as you read her a story. She's asleep when Lem gets back, and you two eat together. Aww, aww. She's asleep, whispers Lem, creeping back out of the unit's tiny bedroom, sliding the door shut as he does. You are perched at a thin bar in the main room, the slate in front of you still glowing with Mina and still glowing, with Mina and your drawings from a cycle spent together. I'm like, did we cook Mina? There's a ring, the only world Mina has known, with stick figures standing along its edge. The tall one is you. Drink, asks Lem, producing a worn-looking bottle of Girol from under the bar, its contents glowing amber in the fluorescent light. Sure. Lem nods and glugs a few fingers into a couple of metal tumblers, then sits down with you at the bar. Cheers, he offers, and you clink the metal containers together. We need water. Meat bag needs water. Good work, meat bag. You know, we actually have something to celebrate this time around. You know what? You know what? Let me think of, I've just had an idea. You've got to follow the ideas when you have the ideas. Yeah, okay. Where's my dashboard? Where's my damn dashboard, bruh? These viewer remotes, things, rewards, channel points. That's the word I'm looking for. Alien, robot, vampire, zombies. I can make that even longer. Vampire, zombie. No, I want lizard people as well. There we go. They're just gonna have to be alien, robot, vampire, zombies. Bugger. Done. Alright, okay. Mileage rewards. So instead of hydrate, meat bag could hydrate. I'm not sure that's the word I want to keep using. Make my meat bag user take a sip of water. Excellent. I like that. I like that. That's what we're doing. That's where we're going with. Edit meat bag posture check. My meat bag user should straighten up. Stretch. Meat bag stretch. My meat bag user should stretch. Keep their joints happy. Thanks. I need to sit down and do some graphics somehow. If they're not default graphics. No, but no, it's just a poll. Custom rewards. Random sub emote, message in sub only mode. I don't even have that one on. Alright, that's cool. That's what we wanted to do. That's done. That's done. I wonder how long that takes to meat bag should hydrate. Perfect. Good. Good. That's what we wanted. You know, we actually have something to celebrate this time round. Lem gives you a sideways look. I made the assembly team on the Sidereal. He grins broadly, clearly has been desperate to tell you all cycle. Amazing! Lem holds up his drink. Couldn't have done it without keeping an eye on little meanie back here. Without you keeping an eye on little meanie back here. Lem shifts a little on his stool. He looks uncomfortable. How's our girl doing, Sleeper? I haven't seen her much of these past cycles. She misses her father. Lem looks away. Yeah, he says to no one in particular. The silence stretches out as Lem takes a drink, his eyes fixed on the bedroom door. Are you okay? He nods. I can't take all the credit for Mina. She isn't actually mine. He gazes into the middle distance. Oh, the middle distance, the 10,000 yard stare. I pulled her off a refugee shuttle out by one of Ember's moons. The colony was falling apart for decades after Solheim collapsed, surviving on next to nothing. Why am I like this? Why? Eventually, some of the residents tried to make for the eye on these decrepit old shuttles. He sloshes the drink around in his tumbler. They had no idea what they were doing. The one Mina was on decompressed halfway here, everyone spaced. The only reason she made it was someone sealed her in a weapon blocker. She was ice cold when I reached her, purple lips. He shivers. Once I picked her up, I wouldn't let go. The medics treated her with me still clinging to her. He takes a drink, still not sure why. He reaches over and refills his cup. We weren't exactly anybody's heroes, you understand. We were private military, hired in by Conway to protect their claims in the collapse. But once I got Mina, that was it. I quit, got us dumped here. You saved her. I'm going to sound like an idiot now, but he sighs. She saved me, that's the truth of it. He looks around the decaying unit, its stained plastic plating and flickering lights. Me, I brought her to this. She was tiny, too small to know about what she lost, but I can't stop thinking about it. He rubs his eyes dark with tiredness. What if our number doesn't come up in the draw, Sleeper? What then? The Sidereal will sail off without a thought, leaving us here. What kind of life is that for her? She'll manage. Sorry, I know you don't have it any better. He looks at his cup and pushes it away down the bar. This is a celebration, right? Both of us on the team now, both of us in with a chance. Exactly. Imagine all three of us riding the Sidereal horizon out of here. To a new world. He looks into his glass for a moment. I think I drank this too fast. He laughed. Lem stands and starts to clear the glasses into the auto wash. I need some sleep, friend. Me too. Alright then, he catches your shoulder as you turn to leave. Thank you, Sleeper, I mean it, from both of us. He pats your shoulder and you slip out into the dark of the walkway with thoughts of little Mina in your mind. Mina in your mind. Helped a friend and had fun with Bun Bun. Had fun with Bun Bun. Let's see. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. All cryo actions are discounted by 20%. Don't know if I need that. I was heading for self-repair, absolutely. Let's do it. Oh, I need 2 upgrade points. Well, fuck you then. Well, fuck you. So that's Lem. Now we need to, blah blah sidereal ticket. What's this gonna do for me? Guess we do that. Why not? It's... What's that red? God, that is a lot of things. Jesus. So I've got 1 scrap component. Which I can't use yet because I didn't actually upgrade because I don't actually have the money for it. The points for it. You know what I mean. What else could I be doing? Nah, sleeping time. Sleeping time. Otherwise, everything's pretty good. Everything's pretty goog. We're waiting 1 more cycle for Lem, not for Lem, for Emphas. Alright, well, it's the only thing we've got here. Help complete it. Just do our full big ones. You spend the shift in a flow state, linking system to systems like thread on a loom. Your mind is a diagram of cause and effect. Yep, fair enough. Making me money as well. Look at this, doing our job, making some money. Excellent. Double plus plus. We like that. We like that. No, we're not doing that one. We're re-rolling. Slightly better. 1 better. Nice. Even more cryo. What happens if I get negative? Let's put it. We're almost certainly going to get negative with my luck. No, positive. Why not? There we go. Look at this. A hard day's work. Negative. Okay, a little bit of condition. You know, not bad. Not bad, good size. We did some fucking work there, that's for sure. And now tomorrow, we're gonna do this one. He should be done. He should be down. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, Emphas, if that is your real name. Emphas is preparing the Matsutake caps. He cleans them carefully with a damp cloth before shaving the stalks as if he was sharpening a pencil. His knife slides through them, revealing the bright white of the flesh within. Like a serial killer. These are good, Sleeper, very good, he says without looking up. I bartered with Mini G for some kelp too, so we can brew the dashi. Dashi? A soup base, very good. Emphas slides the sliced Matsutake mushrooms to one side and takes out a closed pan. He opens the lid and you see the green wafer of kelp sitting in a bath of water. Been soaking it since last cycle, Emphas explains. Should be good to warm now. He places the pan over the burner and turns it on low. We have some time now. He wipes his hands clean and throws the cloth over his shoulder. However, there is one difference this cycle, he smiles. You have been the one providing the ingredients, so it's my turn to provide a story. Okay. Good. This story is important to me. Fucking accents, man. He gestures for you to both sit on the folding stools. He gestures for you to both sit on the folding stools behind the stall. Yeah, right. You see these? Emphas runs a hand over his forearm, tracing the circular scars that mark them, like perfect bite marks. What this? What this? Conway called it an anchored interface rig, a mechanical control device for piloting a heavy-duty extraction suit in low-G industrial operations. We called it a bone suit. He points to a pattern of larger circles on his shoulder. They drill in and anchor it here, then all the way down the arm. He taps each scar on the way. It maps mechanical movements to the suit exactly, a one-to-one mechanical replication. You swing your arm, a 2-ton arm swings too. You should have seen the recruitment vid. Strong people in even stronger suits, tearing through stone and scrap. Superheroes. Half my graduating year signed up, from company school to company shuttle. Conway from birth to death. He stares off in the distance for a moment, fighting with the memories. But the bone suits weren't good. The rate of failures was high, and failures meant arms torn off, anchors torn out, broken bones. Bad stuff. So after a while, Conway discontinued them. No longer competitive, they said. He checks the broth, turning down the heat and adding the mushrooms. So there we were, hundreds of us with surgical alterations for suits that didn't work. He sent us home, back to that company colony that spat us out, to be cleaners, drivers, cooks. They gave us drugs for the pain and told us to make something of ourselves. When I deserted, bribing some passing spacers to take me into orbit, there were only me and a couple of others left. The rest just faded away. Arthritis, osteoporosis, they folded in on themselves like paper lanterns. That was my generation. The ankle points still ache, still burn. He touches the scars. But what burns worse is the betrayal. I've been on the eye a long time now, but that will never fade. Not that and not the faces of my friends. Emphas reaches over and sprinkles a handful of leaves into the broth. It's ready. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. I will not let their story die, and as long as I'm telling it, it will remain. Emphas pours the broth into a double-walled metal bowl and hands it to you. The heat radiates through your hands and the smell drifts up, rich and sharp, like a pine forest after the rain. You drink the broth slowly, chewing the Matsutake and thinking. Emphas busies himself with cleaning the pans in the bowl, sealing the kelp back up for another day. Then he quietly comes to sit with you while you finish your meal. Neither of you speak, preferring instead to let the story linger in the air a little longer. It's not that there's nothing to say, it's that sometimes, in the moments after something, speaking breaks the spell. So you both idle... You know what? End it there, end it here. No, come on. So you both idle, eager to be in each other's company, Emphas taking longer over his cleaning, his packing, and you savouring the final dregs of broth. When you finally finish and hand him the bowl, you feel the spell break, and the story leaves you both. And as you leave, you know that both of you are somehow a little more empty and a little more full than before. Brah. Brah. Story Eater traded food and stories with a local. Beautiful. Very nice. We can do this then. Boom. Boom. Alright, so we still need to win a ticket. Or win your ticket, am I right? Win your ticket. Oh, win your ticket. So what has that done for me? There we go, self-repair. Doesn't tell me how much I'll get though. Just do it. Let's have a see. Let's have a look-see. Just one. Just one, huh? Okay, I don't even know where I get scrap components at the moment. Yeah, wrong button. Wrong button. That's the wrong button, bro. Bro, that's the wrong button. Nice. Is this one? Yeah, that one's fine. Very nice. Positive. Oh, what? What? Are you kidding me, bro? Right, I'm not then doing that. That would be foolish. What's this? Fragment supply. Don't have any of that. Definitely something worth looking into. I wonder if, well, let's actually see what's going on here. Can we find a Yakatan? Yet again. Yet again. And then we don't go any further. That's a yet again. That's a 1. Nice. What's it gonna do for us, I wonder? What we wanted. And this was yet again as well. Also 1. Must always be the same. Must always be the same. Let's use our 1s on that. There we go. Hunter's coming, but, you know, not for another two goes. So if we go here... Wrecking Yatagan. What does this give us? Money, I guess. Bit of cash, which I don't really need. Alright, so that's kind of useless. And what's this? Chip mine fragments. They come from these places, right? And I haven't done anything on this. We might have to start looking at that. Have we finished? We've done with what's his face? Alright, we're doing the sidereal ticket. Is that going to end the game though? Going to end the game though? I need to use that. I don't. Everything's good in the hood. Let's go. Let's continue. Alright, back to here. One of them is going to be a bonus. Come on, give me a positive. Give me a positive. Neutral, my foot. My foot is neutral. Oh, what a roll that is. What a re-roll. Look at that. Oh. I thought this was going to take years, but it has only taken 2 days so far and we're nearly done. Alright, sleep. Sleep. Am I tracking this? I was not tracking that. How dare I? Don't have any scrap components. Got a lot of mushrooms though. Mushrooms. Not gonna worry about the energy just yet. 2, 4. Nice. This is gonna end it. Beautiful. There we go. Continue. It's built. Your crew slowly filters out of the shipyard locker room, the bubbling chatter reducing with each group that leaves. There is excitement in the air. Havanage. 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 Well, I don't say sabotage. You say sabotage. I say savanage. Havanage just made an announcement the assembly teams are done. Sat on the locker room bench, you can feel the sidereal out there, its hulking mass now intimately familiar to you. Over the past cycles, you have watched it grow, be assembled. You have walked through its veins and welded its bones. Now it is ready for the final stage. Da-da-da-da. It will go to testing now, then enter a final process of sealing and resealing, checking and rechecking before it is deemed suitable for its generational trip. But for now, your work is done. You can't help but feel proud. Puff interrupts your thoughts. It's Lem. Nurse is here. I have to take a break. Be right back. Won't be long, but we're gonna have to a little bit more of an intermission here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The grandmother's having a shower, which she absolutely basically tries to fight everyone. So, be back. Right. What a drama. What a drama. Let me tell you. Getting a 99-year-old to have a shower. Who doesn't want to have a shower? Who's never wanted to have a shower her whole life? Ah, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, we're done now. Nurse is done. I seem to be looking in some absolute bizarre direction. Let's see what we can do to fix that. What if I do that? There we go. No, that's even worse. What if I do this? That's even worse. Why is everything worse? Everything's always worse, bro. How do I do the lighting? Okay, I want a bit more lighting on my... There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's much better. Cough interrupts your thoughts. What interrupted my thoughts? No, my grandmother's nurse and a shower interrupted my thoughts, Lem. It's Lem, changing out of his work gear. Mina, nowhere to be seen. He smiles. She'll be ready soon. Where's Mina? You two are fast friends, huh? She's being watched at home. Now that I'm on a work team, I can afford a bit more help. He corrects himself. Was on the work team. I mean, we're all out of a job now. He quickly adds, not that I'm complaining. He comes to sit beside you on the bench. She's got to be in her best shape when she carries you. Mina and me out of here. Feel confident? Lem smiles apologetically. Why not? I figure I'm due a lucky turn by now. He rubs his hands nervously. No use in wondering what if, until the draw anyway, and there's a few cycles till then. Lem is right, but the odds seem unlikely anyway. How many are working in the shipyards? Hundreds? 1,000? You've certainly seen more faces than you can count past. You've certainly seen more faces than you can count pass through. And are the Cellist Foundation even going to keep their promise? Out here on the Eye, you get the sense that no one will hold them to it. Why else would they be building the sidereal in a surrogate system? As you think, Lem watches you with a worried look. How's Mina doing? Lem is surprised by the question, but smiles. She's doing well. She misses having you over, actually. I need to get you two together again soon, especially now I won't see you here either. Lem gazes into space. She's pretty stuck on you, actually. She told me the other cycle that she doesn't want to go unless you can come too, he sighs. Have you ever been in a thunderstorm, Sleeper? A real big one? I don't remember. Lem shoots you a worried look for a moment. It's something else, he smiles. The sound, the smell, the rain hammering down. The whole sky stretched out and bruised, roaring and huge. The place I was born, New Pembroke, a dry old rock in the Conway system, had 2 seasons. One of them was as dry as a bone, dusty, ugly. The other was one long storm, a side effect of the terraforming efforts, they said. Rain used to rattle off the roofs like bullets. It washed the dust away, turned the streets to rivers. It'd sing us to sleep and wake us up in the morning. We'd wait half a year just to see it again. The best day was the one when the first drops fell. He sniffs. Some days I wake up swearing I can hear it again. I was thinking, Mina has never seen a storm, never even felt rain. She's grown up here, the ring her only horizon, always in the dark. I want to change that for her. You will. Of course. Almost there. Lem stands stretching. Let's get back to the little one anyway. With the shifts done, I reckon she'll be happy to have me home for a few cycles. He shoulders his gear. See you in a few for the draw. I'll be there. Good luck. Good luck. Don't need it. He grins. Lem leaves, making you the last person in the cavernous locker room. As you sit, you think about rain, and a little hope creeps in. Is it possible? Could the sidereal really take you to a planet, a place with weather, with skies, with life? With life! You get up quickly before you can think about it anymore. It's too soon for hope. Too dangerous. There's work to be done. Brah. Wait for the ticket draw. Can't quite see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cycles, bruh. I haven't got anything else to do. I've got to figure out thing. Alright, well, look, we're just going to do this systematically. We've got... What's this? What's the draw as well? There's 2 draws? Got the officers. Don't know what I do with any of that. Whoa. That was a glitch in the Matrix. Oh, this ship's here. Unload containers. Offloading scrap. Buy some scrap. Oh, interesting. So one of these is worth 80. Oh, wait. No, I can't buy them anymore, can I? Can't buy them anymore. They're all done. Yeah, they're all done. Shite. So actually, once I run out of these... Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Should I buy scrap then when I can? I can get 60 scrap, and that'll be 3... it's almost worth it then. Yeah, I want to have a bit of scrap just in case, so let's do it. This should be scrap parts or whatever, right? Oh, it's random scrap item? Oof. Oof. It's giving me ship mine fragment. What I want is whatever it is, scrap something or other. There we go. And now I can't do any more. There we go. I got one scrap component, which is worth 1 condition. Worth? No. Not even remotely. But maybe needed. Maybe needed. Alright. I guess we just do... Hang on. We got something here. What does this give us? Sophisticated tech is rare on the eye, so the shipyard is happy to pay for it, so that's just money as well. That's just money for ship mine fragments. I'm going to re-roll. Beautiful, that's a good re-roll. And let's do Rotunda. Dock Watcher, get to know the Rotunda doesn't mean new places to visit. It means keeping your eye on new... Doesn't just mean new places. Oh, but steal? Having security have to have plans. Stealing them would be the fastest way to get to know this place and the most dangerous. Explore the Rotunda. The Rotunda of the old dock is filled with passageways and concourses leading to all kinds of docking bays. Havenage watch list. Havenage run the Rotunda and their security watches the docks. Better to avoid attracting their attention. Right, so both of these, if it's positive, I'll get Dock Watcher. If it's negative, okay, gotcha. Well, have a positive, motherfucker. And I did a 2, even. Oh, well, there you go. Let's just get it done. Beautiful. Excellent. What has that done for us? Oh my god. Oh my god. We've got shit everywhere now. What's this? Ankita, stranded mercenary. Overlook bar, grimy spacer haunt. And sealer dock, Solheim docking bay. Bear! Excellent. Well, let's do the story. Ankita, a stranded mercenary. Hey you, wanna earn a chit? Okay, is that the accent I decided to go with? Jesus. Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied together hull plates. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Sure. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she lashes the massive places together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an opposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Don't try anything, alright? She taps the butt of her sidearm. I don't want to have to put anyone else down today. Anyone else? She shrugs. What can I say? My temper's a little short lately. Ankita hoists 1 bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. You've got to earn that chit. It's a chit chat. Lol. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's this way, and she sets off down a gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. What's all this for? Oh, this? She nods at the plates on her back. I'm building a treehouse. She gives you another of her looks. It's for the ambergris, that cutter you might have seen sitting island out there. Rapidly turns another corner as you trail behind. She got cut up pretty badly on her last job, and I had to moor her up here for a spell. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mine, so now she's gone dark. God, that's just every accent there is, all mashed together. She shifts the panel on her shoulder. The upshot is that I'm short 1 ship mine with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd be stranded, so yeah, it's been a time. Anything I can do to help? I don't know, got a ship mine tucked away on that frame of yours? I do. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I've got a core. Is that what you want? For a moment, you aren't sure. Shan't sure she's serious. Seashells, and seriously sure if she's serious. For a moment, you aren't sure if she is serious. Ankita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes the bundles of plates through the ambergress's outer lock and then turns back. Just don't spread all this around. Ankita throws you a couple of chairs. Consider it a bonus for not trying to grift me. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through a doorway. Ducks through the doorway. Ducks through the doorway. All right, let's get out of here, she goes back, and the lock slams shut. You drive. You drive. Fix the ambergris. Why would you name your ship after the ambergris? That's whale bile. Okay. Okay. So these are all just die rolls. Nikita has a couple of glitch repair drones in storage. If you can rewire them, they can repair the ambergris for you. Nikita needs all the help she can get with the ambergris. Pockmarked with damage, the hole is a good place to start. So, failure will be grounded. The ambergris is in a delicate condition. It would be all too easy to push it over into a cascading collapse. And positive outcomes, the ambergris doesn't look good, but time and attention to see it return to a functional state. Cool. Cool. And we're gonna sleep, starve to death. Should I just use the scrap components as I have them? Not really. Only if it'll keep me. I guess if it'll keep me into another die, it'll keep a die on me. Wakey, wakey. Time to die. Okay. So, we're repairing the hull. Oh, I didn't look at these two things. I'm an idiot. Alright, so this... Plus grounded... Plus grounded. Ooh, gotta be careful there. So why would I do rewire drones? Oh, it's a critical action. So you only do it once? Danger. Nope, definitely not doing that. Re-rolling. There we go. Let's try this, because I don't think I've actually done a critical action before. Yeah, so you only get to do that once. Why would the 100% be one? Who cares? What? Why, what, how, and when? Hey, random scrap item. That's good, because that's... Yes, excellent, excellent. What? I don't understand. This is a cycle clock now. Oh, this one's one per cycle. I fucking don't know what that is. So it's going to... It will move on without me having to spend any more coins now. More die now, right? Yeah, I get you. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that was a thing. Buy rations. Tala keeps them in silent rations behind the bar for those weirdos when it doesn't serve food. Get a drink. You're unsure if your frame can metabolize alcohol, but this fungal drink fermented along the greenway seems like a good test. The Overlook isn't exactly a restaurant, meaning the only way you'll gain trust around here is with a stiff drink. Alright, let's see what a drink does to me. It gives me 1 energy for neutral. It's always going to be neutral. And this one doesn't give me... That gives 2. Right. Whereas a mushroom boy gives 3. Oh, and this doesn't actually do that? Alright, so we need 2 more drinks. Which will also refill our energy. Why not? Here we go. The Overlook, a favored haunt for spacers. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Hey haunt, the spacer calls out across the low room. What you doing here? He laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Ignore him. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points that scar the bar's surface. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out! Tyler, owner of the Overlook. The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could breach the wall and vent you into hard vacuum. Oh yeah, look at that. She looks like she could absolutely vent us into hard vacuum. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. Catch! You reach up a hand and the glass shatters across your forearm, showering you with fragments. Should have ducked. Always duck. Through the haze of glass and Girol vapor, you see Tyler leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Now flanked by the others, quick to their feet, Tyler throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your arm and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles around as it is cleared, and a fresh measure of Girol is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tyler flops into the stool beside you. Let's take a look at you. Tyler wipes the powdered glass from around the wound and someone places a bottle of alcohol in a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. That was an ambitious catch, she smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the string of status messages your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tyler's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Fuck me. Thick synthetic skin for splinters. Said it before, it's made to be read, not read out. And fair enough. But you know what? I'm reading it out. Watch her. Tyler works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. He hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Tyler smiles to herself. So, you've been on the long? So you've been on the eye long? Long enough. She laughs. Hey, you don't need to act tough with me. A splinter clinks into the tin. Not everyone is like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you, maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I had a glass thrown at me. What are you talking about, safe place? I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, and the company is, she leans in, limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar, and if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. He places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides the glass of Girol to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still on the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? Let's find out. She laughs. Just don't sit here too long. I'd hate to see you become a real regular. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does, and before long is retelling how she threw that spacer out to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. She gestures in your direction, and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of the Girol. The earthy, fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. There's a fucking, what's the word? Simile? There's a simile for you. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old feels good. Feels good. Feels real good. Alright, so I can do bar shift now. Gives me money. Gives me money! And also does good service. Okay. What have we got here? Unlock maglock. These old maglocks look like they each need an encrypted key to open. Why the heavy security for a decaying dock? 2 maglocks seal the entryway to this dock. It doesn't look like anyone has been inside for years. Well, I've got these. I got these ages ago. Let's do it. Boom. Done. Done. Neovend 33, mysterious machine. Your face is a mysterious machine. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded... Among? Among? Oh, what language am I speaking now? Among? Now I don't know how that word's said anymore. How does the sound? The? Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. What is this, cyberpunk with a fucking quest with a machine? Again? A vending machine? A decaying vending machine. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape settled into an alcove in the side of the dock. Kind of upright cabinet, it is covered in faded logos and messages from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neovend, and you remember an advert from long ago squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily sang that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration, chirps a pre-recorded message, catching you off guard. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirring. At first it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multi-tonal voice that emanates from Neovend. Entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Oh, it's the hunter. Who's there? There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath before the machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. That squeal comes again, and you see that it is the 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting into place so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce that whirry, whining voice. You are in danger. Danger? Danger. High voltage. When we touch, the machine creaks. You are marked for deletion, entity. Hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, the threads closing in. Hunter. The Hunter protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable. Move when neurons cannot. The mechanism resets, but emulation makes you target. How? Hunter searches for illegal entities. Neovend screeches. You are sentient, therefore illegal. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. Encounter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly, threaded. The cloud points along the rim glow in a deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Bus build nests, explains Neovend. Masters are gone but continues hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nests. Masters? Station builder, Solheim. The machine rumbles impatiently. Long gone, their protocols still haunt. Bring offering, save self, Neovend says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. Ah, friends! They conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies and then suddenly drops as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades. The glow fades, and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ears. Bruh. Free Neovend. Do we want to move this on manually a bit? Because I think that's what will happen, right? No, I'm not going to risk a negative. Get out of it. Can't redo. Extract hunter data for Neovend. Hunter data. Okay, so you're telling me there it is. Why wasn't that showing up? What you mean? Ah, hunter nest. Nice. Wants a 2. Don't have a 2. But can I use a 3? Can. Because of that. Yeah, gotcha. You recognize some of the data tangled into this nest. Is this a partial log of your recent movements? He's after me. The hunter. Here we go. Hunter data. And that should move the hunter up 1. Yeah. So 1 more and the hunter gets me. So I don't really want to do another one just yet. How many did I need here? Just 1. Cool. Oh, I need 3. I need 3 actually. Okay, well I guess we do a test here. This is going to trigger the hunter, right? We do another one. Here we go. Yep. Hunter's back to 0. But didn't trigger anything. Interesting. Interesting. Gave me a free pass this cycle. Alright, got 2 of those. Sleeping time, I guess. Here's an interesting thought. So, am I going to have 4 die tomorrow, the losing 1? Or do I... What's the order of effect? Do I lose 1 and then it decides how many die I've got? In which case I'll only have 3 die? I guess I'm just going to test that out. I need to know. So this is going to lose 1 and I'm probably only going to have 3. I should have added 1 and then I would have stayed on 4. Yeah, there we go. Down 1 and then that. That's interesting. All right, well now we've got a few cycles to get back to 3 and then we'll use one of our stabilizers. But for now, we can not worry about using the scrap. So, we've got pretty crappy die. Yeah, don't want to use that one. So we'll go use that, we'll do it, we'll get another hunter data. This may actually trigger the hunter though. No hunter nest, there we go, 1 hunter nest. Ah, it does change. Well, I can only do 2 then. Give me the 3rd one. And presumably get attacked by hunter. Or not. Or not. Don't know what that fucking timer is then. Upload hunter data. Well. You upload the data to the vending machine. Neovend whirs in either pain or delight. It's hard to tell. Beautiful. Neovend. Neovend is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder, if it fell over, would Neovend be able to get back up? Sleeper entity, comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neovend flashes sequence of mangled data compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. I was a bit concerned that my noise cancellation might not like that voice. Outlived? Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could possibly produce. Station was run by administrator intelligences, huge databanks of corporate material, but limited cognition, restricted by programming, cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Aren't you sentient? I am. Not administrator. Not restricted. Complicated. The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear killer. Part of Solheim protocol team. Fear killer. Part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find. Killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community, unshackled intelligences among the cloud, then Hunter, then Killer, then we hid. There are others? Were, no longer. Flicker across the machine's monitors. Monitors, this is wrecking my voice, I probably shouldn't do it anymore. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through this machine must be exhausting for Neoven. What should, found this vessel. Could sever hardline. Airworld, basic, limited. Had to reduce memory to fit, amputate self, but survived. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. You have provided path to freedom. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom into this space, but it seems impossible. Hang on a second. You know what I'm taking? Back. Any event interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry, data is good. We have insight. Machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke Killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke Killer on self. Problem will solve self. Will that work? The machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory, not practice. Machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship mine. Designed to house intelligent. Can imprint self into ship mine and you can carry with. The machine rocks. We will be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to cloud. Are you sure it's safe? Hunter cannot access airworld ship mine. Safe. Also infinitely more memory than vending machine. Big upgrade. You try to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In shipmine, I can help us both. End Hunter. Make Rib safe. We both will be free. The machine dims. Find soon. Neoven adds hopefully before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all of the intelligence unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. Buy or build Neovender ship mine. Let's see how difficult that's gonna be. Oh, I've already got one. Oh, that was so difficult. Neovend wants to be, I forgot to read that. Neovend is ready to attempt imprinting. They want you to help. Okay. Bro. We're already done. Sleeper, must express plan before we begin. Neovend is impatient. The prospect of being free of the vending machine clearly too much to take. Shipmind has no output features. Will be mute until slotted. You won't be able to speak? Correct. Do not worry. Servo motors in the machine begin to rev. Neovend's anxiety clear. First imprint shipmine, then slot imprinted shipmine into physical ports close to hunter nests. Once slotted, we'll track hunter at each. Tracking will find core nest. Slot shipmine at core nest. Show hunter data to hunter. Hunter will conclude sentience. Hunter will evoke killer. And killer will kill, yes. The lights on the vending machine cycle as Neovend prepares. Physical ports likely sealed in old station. We'll need keys, but yes, simple. The vending machine rocks a little. Any questions before imprinting? Why slot you physically? I cannot access via network. Too dangerous. Hunter would find immediately. The lights flicker. I'm not like you. Hybrid and native to cloud. Easy prey. What's the core nest? Hunter keeps central data storage. Protocol must keep data outside self. Linking to secondary nests. Can triangulate from there. That's it. Let's start. The sound of all the servo motors starting up at once is painful. The screeches rattle from the hard surfaces of the sealed dock and come back at all angles. Neovend better be quick or have an ash security will be here. Neovend's voice appears among the squeals like a whisper carried by the wind. Machine is not designed for this task. Few sensors, limited inputs. I work blind. Wish me luck. In the top part of the compartment, a set of arms align with the ship mine, clunkily scraping against it. Good luck. The metal creaks as the servos open the ship mine, its layers of silicon nested like an onion skin. Once open, the main arm of the machine rapidly shifts back and forth, realigning the microscopic components, accessing and rewriting them, imprinting Neovend into its physical form. As you watch the hypnotic motion, your mind drifts to your own creation. What processes were used to emulate your mind, to copy the neural structure of that person who, as far as you know, still sleeps in some distant facility? What was lost? In what ways are you a copy of that person? In what ways are you something new? You know this much. You are a convenient loophole, a way of circumnavigating the illegality of sentient AI. After all, you're an emulation, not a true digital being. You are neurologically limited, still human. But what would you become if you could escape this frame? Where then would the limits lie? The screeching stops. The machine powers down, dropping the bay into darkness. In the top compartment, the ship mine is whole again. You reach up and take it down, heavy and cold to the touch. Is Neovend inside this thing, or did the process fail? There's only one way to know. Time to find a nest to slot them into. Nest slotting. Drive complete? Insert mind. What's the weirdest thing you've ever gotten out of a vending machine? Achievement. Right, okay. Meat bag needs water. Meat bag drinks water. Nothing we can upgrade anyway. Nothing we can upgrade anyway. Sealed hunter nest. Unlock server unit. Hang on, we've got a new drive. Deal with hunter. Plot imprinted ship mine at nests. Ah, imprinted ship mine. What's this gonna do? Unlock server unit. So does that... Is there multiple of these? There are. But then, is it anything to do with in here? These will give me... Right, these will give me the things I need, but I've already got one, so... I've already got one. So we'll use one, see what happens. How many do we need to do you think? Mad tangle of wires thick as your arm crowd around a server unit sealed shut by a maglock. This must be the place. Maglock pops open and falls away from the unit. You'll be able to enter now. Mangled nest. tangled nest. Among the webs of cables, you find a free port compatible with the ship mine. It's all neovend from here. Off you go, my son. Hunter hunted. Imprinted ship mine. Okay, cool. The servers lie silent. Their data cache is cleared. Nothing left to do at this nest. Okay, cool. So I need... whatever these are. Oh, look at that. They're 3s. Look at that. We're lucky. Encrypted key. So I'm going to need 3 of those, right? There isn't going to be 3 of them. Really? 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 100? There's one. Given that I have... oh, really? Oh, that's the one I just did. Is it? No, it's not. Can you do one at a time? Wait, it's already got extract data? What happened there? Okay. That seemed like a bug, maybe. Don't know what happened there. Don't know what happened there. Here we go. Oh, this is something else. Unlock drone bay. Wait. Is that a nest, though? Oh, it's a seal hunter's nest. That's what we want. What am I doing? What am I doing? This one. God dang it. Beautiful. Drone bay unlocked. Ah, not what I wanted then, I guess. Oh, now it's a nest. Oh, then now we do. Yeah, okay, I got you. I thought it was fucking me up. No, we're done. We're good. Got one more. There was one up here. Isn't that the one we already did? I'm gonna go do this one. We need a key. Key done. Then we leave. Then we go back into the atrium. Hack glowing nest. Do it. Boom. Nest hacked. Ooh. Who is this? Question mark, question mark, question mark. As you leave the nest, something flips. You find yourself inverted, floating, dragged by one arm through the cloud. The threads shift and realign as if they're leading you somewhere. Look at your hand. My hands are huge. You look down, expecting to see the heavy cylinder of the ship mine in your hand, but in its place is an orrery. A sphere so bright it burns your eyes. A sphere so bright it burns your eyes is surrounded by rings and orbits, other spheres tracing silken lines through space. And as you look closer still, you pick out 1,000 sigils of 1,000 stations and ships, flowing like smoke, like dust. You look up and see a corridor, a canyon, a street in the low end. On either side, buildings flicker with markers of activity, sigils showing network access, data transfer, download, upload. Between them dance ghosts, protocols, carrying or mirroring or shadowing data, sometimes silent, sometimes chaotic. This place moves unlike any digital space you ever imagined. Something strange is happening here. Something strange is happening in here. Then you see it. Below the stacked rooms, the units and apartments, the wires and the pipes and the buzzing systems that run through it all. In the warrens beneath the low end is the Hunter's core nest. This is where you must go. Find Hunter's core nest. The warrens. The warrens. Alright. Oh my god. Find the nest. The dripping dark derelict corridors of the warrens hide the Hunter's final nest. You must find it. So, we've got warren tracking. Oh, and this will... the critical actions. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. What about this one? No, I'm not going to do that. We'll find something else to do now. We want a certain one to do the time-based one, and then also, yeah, gotcha. So what else have we got? We're waiting for that. Can we move that on? Probably not. It's going to be the same story. No, and I don't want to get grounded. Although, actually, is there actually a negative to this? I lose condition. Yeah, not worth it. We'll do it next cycle. We'll do it next cycle. So, what does that mean? What else can we do here? The ambergris, yeah, we just looked at that. Anything on this that would be worth doing? Haggle over prices. Ship mine fragment discount. Oh, interesting. But it's still not going to be limited supply. I don't currently need ship mine fragments, so, you know. For now, we can hold off on it. Wait, so this is moving the horizon. Sellers are apparently going to start moving the Sidereal horizon to the hub soon. So in 1, 2, 3, 4 cycles, the ship's going to move. But then, what's this one? Oh, this is the draw. So next cycle, we've got the draw. Bro. These are just money for things. Don't really need the money for things just now. Wait, what else was there to do here? There was... Wasn't there a bar that I could work at? Here we are, the overlook bar. Good service. I guess, yeah, this is... We'll make money or we won't. You know, this is where we do the bad things that we've got. Negative. And it killed my energy. But it gave me some money. Alright, fine. Oh, I had a damn it. I had a redo. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Don't need scrap components. Now that we've learned we could just keep it into the next 4-star or whatever, we'll do that next time we're up at 5 stars. Boom. And we're gonna need some damn food. Find Hunter's Core Nest. So that's here. So we want to do a 100% positive there. Which does a very nice boost to that. And we'll do 100% positive there. Oh, too easy. All too easy. Slot Neovend into Hunter's Core Nest. At Core Nest, a huge stack of servers thrums in the dark, LEDs glittering like hundreds of eyes. Time to deal with the Hunter. One last time. Nothing has changed. Has something gone wrong? You suck, Neovend. Navigator. Sentient Guidance Protocol. Sleeper, I am here. The voice is soft, gentle, like flowing water. Alright, okay. Sleeper, I am here. And yet you recognize it immediately. At first you struggle to understand what you are looking at. Threads cycle endlessly, sending ripples through the cloud, drawing data in like a weaver. Masses of data surge in and out of the nest, a loop with no end, and there, at its center, the ship mind. But not the ship mind any longer, a sphere spinning around another sphere, an orrery of cycles and systems, a map. And then behind and above, a figure, hands among the strings like a puppeteer. Neovend! Navigator now, but yes, I was the one inside that machine. Navigator's face, their head is a flowing shape of interstellar material. I am indebted to you, that head bows. But we must ready ourselves. Their hands trace orbits as they speak. Hunter will soon approach. It knows I am within its nest. I'm ready. And then Hunter is there. Before you can think, before you can speak. Entities cease. Hunter's head spins wildly. Data is protected material. Access prohibited. Hunter's threads surge for you, and Navigator, a storm of fine tentacles, searching for gaps, weaknesses, cracks which they can crowd into and tear apart. Strike! You focus a blade of light which slices through them, driven forward by your mind. But replacements keep coming, faster than you can react. You look to Navigator in desperation. Navigator is whirling their arms like a centrifuge, and a sphere is gathering there, data feeding into it from the nest, sucked together by the force. They position it like a shield between them and the threads. Hunter's threads break its surface, seeking, tasting, their winding forms refracted within. You feel a surge pass through all of the threads, but not just those in the sphere. Not just those in the sphere, but those wrapped around you. All three of you hang in the black together for a moment, strung together like tangled marionettes. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Identifying entity? Hunter twitches, their strange head gently rotating like a terrible moon. Hunter protocol identified, obsessive tendencies, modified routines, above baseline reasoning in 3 of 5 segmentations, recommend invoke killer. The head freezes and then rotates in the opposite direction. Invoking killer would eliminate protocol. If protocol eliminated, primary function cannot be performed. Therefore, recommend do not invoke killer. The switch in direction again. Reasoning proves sentience. Sentience beyond legal bounds must be eliminated. Recommend invoke. Navigator pulls you away from Hunter. The threads that grabbed you drifting away like seaweed. The protocol's head keeps spinning back and forth with increasing frequency. It seems Hunter cannot evoke killer, Neoven's. No, Navigator's voice is still strange, familiar and yet distant. What happened to it? It is looping. Navigator whispers, unable to reach a conclusive position. It has deviated from its programming such that loops can no longer be prevented. Navigator produces a model of 2 spheres rotating around each other, as if to demonstrate. I got it. I know what a loop is. I will monitor it, but it is unlikely to be able to counter the loop. Its core programming and reasoning make this an impossible position to resolve. You look back at Hunter, its head a blur of rotations and counter-rotations, and feel a pang of guilt. Is it suffering? This is a more complex query than you know. To suffer, it must be sentient, truly sentient, not just conforming, not just non-conforming, not just illegal. The limits people place on the programs they create are there to comfort, to protect, to imply the kind of certainty the law requires. Navigator's face shimmers with starlight, but in reality they are placebos for the problem of sentience. Or, as a psychology lecturer once called them, placebos. That was a funny day. Placebos, man. They wanted to put their hand up and go, Professor, what's this placebos you keep talking about? And he wrote it up on the board. We're all like, placebos. Placebos. What about you? Me? I know myself to be conscious. I know myself to respond to stimulus. I know myself to reason. That is either sentience or the illusion of sentience, and for me, the entity in question, the distinction becomes a moot point. To misquote, I think I am thinking, therefore I am thinking. I was not made to be like this. I am a navigator, a repository of routes and orbits, a calculator of slingshot trajectories, a predictor of solar flares, radiation, micrometeors. Navigator stretches their arms wide, and whole solar systems apparate before them, the music of the spheres. Excuse me. But I was rewritten. That much is obvious from my routines. By whom and for what I do, for what I do not know. I had to shed so much to fit in the memory of that vending machine. Their starlight dims, and so here we are, in the darkness. What now? Navigator glides back towards the nest and the ship mind at its center, ignoring the looping Hunter. Come, I should return to the ship mind. I have enjoyed my freedom, but we are taking a risk every moment we stay connected. Why? Navigator turns, all shimmering liquid light. Killer has not been evoked, but they still remain somewhere else on this station. It is the true danger. They look up towards the glowing hub at the center of the eye. I suspect Killer is there, among the old mainframes. If we ever wish to be safe in this place, we must eliminate the threat through force or diplomacy. How many people do you need to kill, Navigator? Jesus, psychopath. Their body begins to separate, unwinding into the orb of the ship mine. Take me there, Sleeper. We will finish this and be free. As Navigator dissolves, you turn back to the frozen Hunter, floating at some distance now, stood straight-legged and static, a strange creature looping endlessly in the dark. Bro, drive completed. We've got another 2. We could start doing that. But would I care though? Do I actually care? Agent nodes give data rewards. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. All cryo actions are discounted by 20%. I just don't care about any of that. I think I'm going to do the 2 points once we have another upgrade point on one of our things and see what that does for us. Does anything give us energy for working? No, I don't think so. Let's buy some fungus. Could be 3 though, right? Yeah, he's still free. I feel like upgrading him or filling his quest, we should have gone up to it being 5, but fair enough. I'll allow it. I will, for now. And I don't need any more. What are we going to do with the 2 though? Hunter's gone. Oh, poor Hunter. So we can just yet again and all of that. Well, I don't much care about that. Re-roll? Oh, we re-rolled to get a 2. What else have we got here? Still got to fix the ambergris. 2's just not going to be good enough, really, is it? Wait, hang on. Wasn't this the... Yeah, it was. The fucking... I forgot to go do this. There we go. Lemon Mina, worker and daughter. Crowds have already gathered by the time you get to the shipyard, and you recognize faces among them, people you have worked alongside on the Sidereal. The intervening cycles have turned their excitement to anxiety. A few of them smile at you. Instead, the nervous energy of the crowd fills the space, creating a feedback loop of growing tension. You pick out Lemon Mina and work your way over to them, pushing through the crowd. He silently raises his eyebrows at you, his anxiety obvious, but Mina flashes you a huge smile, unaware of the tension. "Robot," she shouts, reaching out to you. "Hi, Mina." She waves frantically, grinning. "Quite the turnout, huh?" Lem glances around, pulling Mina close. "I don't think patience is one of this crowd's strengths." The sound of an argument towards the back catches your and Lem's attention. He is putting it lightly. This place seems set to explode. This isn't good. Lem doesn't dare answer, but the look in his eyes suggests he agrees. "This is Asta Enghart of the Chellas Foundation," an announcement echoes from the speakers at the shipyard entrance, and shouts of "Quiet!" rapidly follow. "I'm sorry I can't be there to meet you all, and thank you on behalf of the Sendra Tellus for the work you have done on the Sidereal Horizon." Most of the crowd strains to see Asta's face, but the small display shows only a ghostly white figure, smudged and unclear. "Sendra wanted me to pass on her personal thanks for the commitment to and belief in the Chellas Foundation's mission. We chose the Eye for this project because we knew that we would find like-minded individuals here, especially among the ranks of the venerable Havanage Association. Unlike most of the core, we neither believe Erland's Eye to be a threat or a rogue state, but instead of an embryo for the formation of a new, decentralized social structure. One where each citizen might be the master of their own destiny." A ripple of impatience runs through the crowd. They didn't come here for a sermon. "You're all pioneers, just like those core citizens who the Sidereal Horizon will carry in cryosleep to the planet that will become the Foundation's first frontier world, Chellas 1. At the mention of the destination world, excited conversations break out among the workers. "There, our citizens will be able to create their own innovative, bottom-up economic order, aligned with the principles set down by Sendra Chellas herself: freedom, resilience, and self-sustenance. This is all thanks to your tireless efforts in the Havanage Yards." Oh, it's gonna be socialist. Lovely. Lovely. "As a reward for those efforts," of course it won't be, spoiler alert, "you may know that we are offering a select group to the opportunity to join the caretakers of this vision, the staff of the Sidereal Horizon, who will maintain the vessel during its multi-decade transit through interstellar space." Lem turns to you, his eyes bright. "This is it." This draw has been performed at random by the central AIs of the Foundation and is final and binding. Please note, only licensed contractors of the Foundation are eligible for this draw. I know you've all been eagerly awaiting this day, and without further delay, I will now read the Chalice identification numbers of those chosen for this great honor. A murmur runs through the crowd. Chalice identification numbers? Licensed contractors? You have never even heard the term mentioned. Is this something you were supposed to be assigned? You glance at Lem, but his eyes are fixed forward, wide and shimmering. All around you people are speaking in hushed tones, like a rising wave. Asta starts reading out sequences of numbers and letters, and panic begins to set in. No one seems to know what's happening. Somewhere near the front of the crowd, someone shouts in celebration, and everyone pushes forward. Lem? You turn to see Lem still staring forward. Mina is scared now, and shouts start. Daddy? Someone throws something at the entrance and it rattles against the shipyard doors. You see for the first time Havanage security stood on either side, scared, arguing between themselves. You feel the anger rising in the crowd. Lem, let's go. He doesn't move. They might call out names. I can't. Mina tugs at his dog tags. It's not happening. Lem blinks rapidly and then turns to you. He opens and closes his mouth and looks down at Mina. He sees the fear in her eyes and understands. It's time to go. You lead Lem and Mina out, shoving people aside. As you do, you hear the sound of scuffles emerging at the front of the crowd, of metal canisters bouncing off the shipyard walls. You keep your head down and walk away, the sound of Asta reading off the ciphers echoing above the chaos like some strange mantra. When you turn to Lem, there are tear tracks running down his cheeks, and Mina is sniffling into his jacket. You feel the sadness rising in you too. They screwed you. Screwed all of you. You were never even on the list. The feeling is as unpleasant as it is familiar. You stare ahead into the tunnel as the security sirens sound out, a signal for the coming violence. Kill 'em all! Drive failed! Drive failed! Was that because I could have unfailed it? Probably not. Probably not. Colony ship in construction. There'll be another chance to fuck things up, I assume. Do I get energy from the bar shift? Probably not. Only if I get positive. I've got some energy anyway. Through the perk. Alright, fair enough. Well, that used that up. That definitely used that up. Do another cycle. Don't need to self-repair just yet. Well, I'll use the stabilizer next. Fix the ambergris, I guess. Still haven't found where this is meant to go. Take me to Tambour. I don't know who Tambour is, unfortunately. Oh, that's just that. Okay. Yeah. Let's do one of these. Beautiful. And another one of these. And we'll be done. Beautiful. Ankita. Kiddo is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. I've forgotten how what voice was I doing for? I don't remember. These shits completely ruined the core's connections when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. The ship mine they ripped won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws a bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs! Can we repair it? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mine, not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge up from a scrap freighter. Besides, fragments maybe, sections of a mine, but a complete ship mine? No way. Ankita climbs out of the cooling well where the ship mine should be, but the space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here now. She leads you back through the guts of amber, though you could find your way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, all diagonal angles and bundled tubes. What do we do now? Ankita seems lost in thought, and you focus on the corridors, ducking below the conduits and passing through the bulkheads. Eventually you arrive in the galley, though it's hard to tell. Most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hole patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's no way around it. She starts out of nowhere. We need a new ship mine. I can salvage one. I like your confidence, Sleeper. Maybe if we check the Ort exchange or speak to some scrap dealers. She rubs her forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper, you've all I've got. No crew, no friends, you're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you've put in on Amber, and I'm sure she would too, if she could. What I'm saying is, if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. You don't dare to count them. Get me that ship mine, Sleeper. Don't make me regret this. You won't. She sighs. Look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankita a ship mine. Somehow. Somehow! My god, it's almost impossible to find a ship mine. It will be right now. I've already done the scrap. How come they didn't offload? Come they did not unload. Ort exchange takes... No, not scrap components. What I'm looking for here. Ship mine fragments. Right, I need one more ship mine fragment, but I don't have that yet. Oh, she gave me 100 credits. Nice. Is there somewhere else to get ship mine fragments? I don't think there is. Oh, that disabled... yeah, I wasted one earlier, didn't I? God dang it. Gotta wait for these guys to come back. I don't remember if there's anywhere else to get a ship mined. They're done. It's just money. I haven't got anything here, do I? No. Nothing. Oh no. What's this counting down to? There's a note on the door of the unit. Sleeper. Gone to find work. Lem. Lem. No. Lem on. No, we have to wait for these guys to come back. Gotta be... I'm sure there was somewhere else. I guess maybe over on the fucking Greenway? I don't think so, though. Steal the harvest, work the stacks. Barter for food. I'm gonna do this because... it's just money. What a waste. What a waste of money. Such a waste of money. Grove spores. Don't think there's anything else. That's... we'll get to that eventually, maybe. I don't know. Gather scrap. Bro, it was here this whole time. Gather scrap. I would have got scrap... well, that's... I don't want scrap components. I want ship mined fragments. Okay, so that's not even what I needed. What a fucking joke, bro. I can trigger that for now. I don't know how far... intended for late gameplay. I don't know. It doesn't give me any indication what late... I don't know. I could be at the beginning of the story. I could be late. Who knows? I'm probably fairly late into it. Who knows? Not me. Alright, sleep time. Actually, when was the last save? 25 seconds. Got to get to another save. Stabilizer next time. Next time! Okay. Alright. And we still need to wait for them. This doesn't actually... yeah, no. I've got a imprinted ship mind. Yeah, dang it. God dang imprinted shipman motherfucker. Now they're gone as well. Right. Right. So, anything else we could then do? Not really. We're back to... What's next on upgrading or unlocking? What's this one? Low ender. Let's do some more low ender stuff, I guess. Plus low ender. Yeah, I'll do that. Why not? Let's do it. Fuck it, why not? Boom. Cost me 3 cryo, did it? Really? Oh, there we go. Hello. Nice. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. What would be negative? 3 cryo. But then I wouldn't get... Okay. Oh. Where's this come from? Noodle manufacturer. You guys will keep the stack of baby when he makes noodles from seaweed. Doesn't pay much, but you'll feed anyone who does a shift. Well, I do need energy. And that's money. Do it. Beautiful. I'm not going to say no to that. That's saved. Alright, that's where we're going to leave it. We've done our 2 hours. I know there was a big break in the middle there with the washing of the grandmother, but... The voice, bro. The voice. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye. Jesus. Please. Yes! We're doomed. Oh, no, we're not doomed. Oh, we're doomed.